Now, I get a lot of questions. So what I wanted to do was to condense all of those questions into one video. So I combed through all my YouTube comments and all my TikTok comments and a little bit of my Twitch chat as well, but I had to use my memory for that to try to get the questions that were asked the most to condense them into this one video about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Some of these you might already know, but I hope everyone learned something today. Let's go. Number 1, will there be a Scarlet and Violet DLC? It looks like yes. I mean, I'm pretty confident that there will be. If you have a look in the post game and you go into the library and check out one of the books, there's some leaks, I guess, about some potential Paradox Pokemon that are coming up. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if there's going to be a DLC coming soon. Question number 2. So what would be the sandwich to make today for the Delibird event? So this was just about Delibird during the event, but I get questions all the time about what particular sandwich you need for a particular Pokemon. So ideally you want to get level 3 Sparkling Power, level 3 Encounter Power, and perhaps level 3 Tidal Power as well to try to get those marks. And there's lots of different recipes out there to get the same result. So this one is the one that I use a lot, but it does make it a little bit harder because you always need Salty Herba, which can run pretty thin, but overall the ingredients are quite few, so it makes it easy so you don't mess it up. But there are a lot of other ones out there, so I'll list a few of those as well. Number 3, anyone want to trade? I need an Armorage and I can get you Cerulege. So I get this kind of thing all the time, and I don't think YouTube comments are the best place to try to organize a trade. It's going to be very, very difficult. And because this is so common, I want to just point you in the direction of my Discord because I do have a trade chat in my Discord. It's going to be linked down below, so there's lots of people that are trading, and usually when I'm streaming on Twitch there's people that are trading or even doing raids together in the chat as well, so that might be a bit easier if you want to come over to Twitch. But there's lots of resources out there that are a lot better than using YouTube comments to try to organize a trade. Number 4 is, which version do you like better? A very, very common question that I get. Which of the two is better? And one is not better than the other. It's just completely personal preference based on the Pokemon and the different aspects of the games that you prefer, that you like the look of. So I'm someone that prefers Scarlet because I prefer Koraidon, and I would base the decision, if you're not sure which one to buy, probably 95% of the weight I would put into which legendary you prefer. Do you prefer Koraidon or Miraidon? Because that's what you spend the most amount of time with. So I like Koraidon, but if you didn't like Koraidon, you don't want to pick Scarlet because you're going to see it all the time. You know, the specific Pokemon or the professors don't have that much weight in the game. Go on which legendary you prefer. Number 5, what if my friends and I want to join a random raid? So unfortunately, you can't have your friend and random real life people in the same raid. You can either get one or the other. You can be with your friends and fill it with AI, or you can be with random people that aren't your friends. You can't do both at the same time. Number 6, are the legendaries of Ruin shiny locked? He literally said they are. Yeah, I had to keep the reply because it made me laugh. The answer is right there. This was on my video about which Pokemon is shiny locked. It's literally like a minute-long video, and you'll be surprised how many comments there are. Is this Pokemon shiny locked? Yes, they're shiny locked. Number 7, can you breed for a shiny Gimmighoul? Unfortunately, no, you cannot. It's a really terrible shiny, but I do wish that you could shiny hunt it. I don't know why you can't, but no. Number 8, what if the outbreak is in the ocean or lake where there's no place to picnic reset? So you can't make a picnic where you're out on the water. So if you're doing an outbreak there, you just have to see if it's shiny. If it's not, move away from the area and then swim back in to see it, and the Pokemon will start to respawn. So maybe a little bit slower than the picnic, but you can't make a picnic on water. Number 9, if you encounter another Pokemon while building your chain, do you have to start it over? So this was in relation to my outbreak hunting guide. So no, it doesn't matter if you do that. There's not really like a chain in Scarlet and Violet. You're free to catch another Pokemon or knock out another Pokemon. You're free to leave the area and then come back. You're free to turn the game off and turn it back on. That's all fine, and it doesn't reset anything. The main thing you do have to watch out for is like turn your game off and then tomorrow loading it again and expecting to continue the outbreak, because it doesn't work that way. Once it hits midnight, it's going to reset the timer. So that's the main thing you got to worry about, but everything else, it's fine. There's not really a chain. Number 10, do you know if Sandile can be in an outbreak? Yes, it can. Any Pokemon that can spawn in the wild is something that can outbreak. It just depends on how hard it is to find in the wild. So for example, Charcadet can be a hard Pokemon to find in the wild. It's quite rare, so it's rare to find it in an outbreak, but it can be done if you reset enough. It's possible to find it. So if there's one outbreak you really, really want, you just got to keep resetting until you find it, but it is possible. Number 11, I've been trying for hours and still no shiny. It's not really a question, but I do get this a lot. I think especially with a lot of people coming to Scarlet and Violet, maybe shiny hunting for the first time. Shiny hunting requires a lot of patience. I can provide guides and tips and tricks to improve your shiny odds or make it a little bit faster or a little bit easier, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to luck. You can get really lucky and get the shiny instantly, or you could go way, way, way over odds, like I have many times, and it'll take ages to get the shiny. And at the end of the day, if it takes a long time, you'll be even happier when you finally get it, and you might have a story to tell. So that's just what shiny hunting is like. Number 12, Metal, what is your favorite new Pokemon? My favorite new Pokemon is Cerulege. It looks really cool. Number 13, Metal, what is the best and worst shiny of Gen 9? So I'd say the best shiny, in my opinion, is Clorf, which I think is amazing. And number 2, I'd say is Dondozo, both amazing shinies. And the worst ones are the ones that don't even change, like Tandemaus and Mousehold, so I'll say they're the worst ones. Number 14, during an outbreak, does the message that appears saying the numbers are diminishing an indicator of you reaching the 60 Pokemon defeated? Almost. There's a couple of messages that show up when you're doing an outbreak. The first one is that the numbers are going down, and that's usually around 25 to 30 Pokemon. And then there's another one which says the outbreak is definitely going lower. So that's probably the one you're referring to, and that's around 50 to 60, but it's not exact. So I like to think of it around 50, that's where it is. So once you get that second message, I would hunt about 15 more just to be safe, to make sure you're over that 60, and then you can start doing the picking method or start resetting or whatever it is to try to get it up to that. You should have the maximum odds. Number 15, can I breed shiny Paradox Pokemon? No, you cannot breed shiny Paradox Pokemon. Number 16, do I need Nintendo Online to trade? Yes, you do. You need Nintendo Online to trade with other people and to do raids with other people as well. So I know it costs and it's annoying, but every now and then they'll do a 7-day free trial of Nintendo Switch Online. So you might be able to time that up to just do everything you want to do online all at once, like your trades and stuff. Keep an eye on the Nintendo eShop, because that's where it'll be if it happens. And I've made a video before, like when Spiritomb came out in Sword and Shield, they did a special for it, so you got the 7-day free trial because you needed it. So they might be coming up as well, especially if there's a potential DLC. There might be something online, so look out for that. It's just random sometimes. Number 17, how do you unlock 6-star raids? I get this a lot. To get 6 and 7-star raids, there's a few things that you need to do. First, you need to beat all the storylines and become the champion, etc, etc. Then you need to go back and do all the gym leaders again, and then you unlock the Academy Ace tournament. Once you defeat the Academy Ace tournament, then you need to do 10 5-star raids. Once you do that, Jacques is going to call you and he's going to say there's a scary raid out there, be careful, and you'll unlock the black looking terror raid that is level 6. Number 18, what do you even use Herba Mystica for? So Herba Mystica is for level 3 sandwiches, mainly the sparkling power sandwiches, so you get essentially extra rolls to shiny hunt and gives you extra chances to get shinies, which is why they're so popular. Keep in mind that it doesn't affect shiny chance from eggs or from getting a shiny Pokemon in a terror raid battle. Number 19, so you need friends for it? All right, I can't do this then. Look at all the likes on this. This is apparently really, really common. So yes, you do need friends to get the full experience in Scarlet and Violet. Since Generation 1, you've needed both games, or you need to trade with someone. It's just a big thing in Pokemon. So same as Scarlet and Violet, if you want to trade or Union Circle or Terra Raid battles or anything like that, you need friends to do it with, or you need people to do it with. So again, I'm going to point out my Discord down the bottom. So there's people there that you can trade with or do all those things with. Or of course, come to my Twitch, twitch.tv/MetalFear4. That link is down in the description as well. Make a lot of friends in the community. Number 20, where can I find a Ditto? So Ditto can be found right here. Remember that he disguises as another Pokemon. So if you just run into a Pokemon, you'll see if it's a Ditto or not. But you can also get a shiny Ditto this way. So if you just use the Let's Go feature and you're attacking random Pokemon, and for some reason your lead Pokemon is not attacking that Pokemon and it looks like it's regular, that means it's actually a shiny Ditto. So make sure you encounter it and get the blue Ditto. All right, guys, they're the most common questions that I seem to get. But if there's anything that I missed, you can comment it down below, or maybe there might be a second video like this if you guys like it. So let me know. If this was helpful, make sure you give the video a like and subscribe as well, and I'll see you in the next one.